In the serene chill of Boulder, Colorado, December 26, 1996, tragedy unfolded under the cloak of night. A bustling holiday atmosphere was abruptly punctured by the heart-wrenching news of a 6-year-old girl, JonBenét Ramsey, reported missing, snatched from the innocent joys of childhood. Images of glittering tiaras and stage lights were soon eclipsed by the looming dread that wrapped itself around the small town like a thick fog. Hours later, in the dim light of the Ramsey home's basement, the night turned to horror. The lifeless form of JonBenét was discovered, prompting a collective gasp of disbelief. Shrouded in fate's cruel hand, she was found bound, a garrote cinched tightly around her fragile neck and duct tape sealing her mouth, a powerful silence that screamed for answers. Investigators, usually steady in such chaos, were met with an even deeper horror that cold winter night. Amidst the chaos, remnants of a strange plea were uncovered, a 5-page ransom note, scribbled with an unsettling nonchalance. Crafted with materials from within the very home where tragedy struck, it obfuscated the criminal's intent. As details emerged, unsettling patterns presented themselves. The note's length it flirted with narratives of abduction, while whispering of something darker, a mockery of desperation wrapped in deceit. Behavioral psychologists, with furrowed brows, pored over the ransom note, their minds racing with theories. The signs of a deeply ingrained narcissism leaped between the lines. Could the perpetrator have been someone entwined within the fabric of JonBenét's life, cloaked in the facade of familiarity? Profile theory #1 took shape, piecing together a portrait of a manipulator, a puppet master hidden in plain sight, driven by rage or a need to obscure an accident. The intricacies of human emotion collided with the tragic innocence of a child, leaving only a haunting void. As shadows loomed over the suburban street, the imagery of this chilling scene shifted from the faded memories of a crown-wearing girl to the sharp lines of a chalk outline, a stark reminder of the lost vibrancy of a soul. The tragedy summoned an unforgettable atmosphere of tension, woven into the very fabric of a small town, forever marked by the night of terror. In the echoes of her laughter and the abyss of her absence, the search for truth began, beckoning even the most fractured of memories to the surface. Theories erupted wildly, each more compelling than the last, as the tragic tale of JonBenét Ramsey unfolded. Some pointed fingers at a mysterious intruder lurking beyond the shadowy corners of the Ramsey home, while others turned to the family members themselves, searching for clues buried deep within their nuanced behaviors. Each new theory served to deepen the mystery, turning a heart-wrenching loss into a dark labyrinth of psychological intrigue. Among the most chilling theories is that of Burke Ramsey, JonBenét's older brother. Speculation surrounds him like an unshakable fog. Could it have been a fleeting moment, a sudden burst of rage born from sibling rivalry that led to a grievous accident? Questions swirl about his ability to comprehend the gravity of such a final act. Could the mind of a mere 9-year-old grapple with consequences of such magnitude? Often, imaginations wander to the unthinkable, spinning a narrative fraught with tension between love and resentment within the family bond. Then there's Patsy Ramsey, a mother who once shone as a pageant queen, her life meticulously crafted around the allure of perfection. Could her unwavering drive for an immaculate image have turned against her own daughter in a moment of heated emotion? Observers pointed to her unsettling calm in the aftermath, a juxtaposition of smiles and defensive tones that left many pondering her true feelings. Was this a sign of guilt, or was it simply the shock of a mother thrust into unimaginable chaos, trying desperately to maintain control in a crumbling world? Whispers of a psychopathic intruder began weaving through conversations, projecting a figure obsessed with young girls and drawing life from the despair they inflict. The ransom note emerged as a sinister hallmark of the killer, a psychological imprint left behind. Yet, how did this unknown assailant slip through the defenses of the Ramsey family? The lack of evidence for forced entry casts a long shadow over the case, adding another layer of uncertainty to an already convoluted narrative. To this day, the investigation remains cold, a haunting silence that echoes louder than words ever could. Unanswered questions linger like shadows, and the trajectory of distorted minds, each theory as tangled as the next, complicates a path to resolution. The psychology of killers often reveals that silence carries the heaviest weight, whispering secrets one may never intend to hear, painting a portrait of a mystery that challenges both reason and compassion.